Jack Smith.
Apes. This is Jack Smith, your buddy, your internet friend Jack Smith, again. And again, Jack Smith is making a video first thing in the morning like Jack Smith always does. And Jack Smith, first thing in the morning, is bleary-eyed. I can't think. I haven't had any coffee. I've got no calories in my system. My mitochondria are still starved for glucose or whatever the fuck. And kind of makes me wonder if my videos would be more entertaining if Jack Smith was a little sharper in the morning. But it's too late now because I already started doing it, and I haven't had a goddamn thing to eat or drink. But I guess that's just how pissed off James Comey makes me. Yeah, head of the FBI, James Comey, guy who literally one of the worst people out there today. I would say between James Comey, Loretta Lynch, and Eric Holder, I've had more ire for these three people than a lot of other people. They are just the worst of the worst, and the underlings of all government agencies, or at least every government agency that I have the head of which has testified before Congress and blatantly lied. My contempt for these people is just crazy. It's like deep. It's like to my core. Holy goddamn shit. I mean, Comey, when he was saying that, yes, they found that Hillary broke the law, but no one in their right mind would prosecute this person who broke the law. Yeah, the dude, he lied like a fucking sixth grader. Lied like a fucking sixth grader. And it was the same with almost, nah, I mean, just look on the YouTube for, either Trey Gowdy destroys or Jason Chaffetz destroys, and whoever comes after that will have been lying like a sixth grader at a congressional hearing. So back to Comey. Comey comes out now, and he's like, yeah, there was no evidence of wiretaps. When, of course, we all know there was fucking evidence of wiretaps. I mean, the warrants, they got the warrants. If you get a warrant, you do a wiretap. I mean, and like Gowdy said, there will be a paper trail. And he is going to fucking kill them. But by kill them, I mean make them look like a ridiculous lying sixth grader in front of the country, and then nothing's going to happen. It's like when Eric Holder actually caught lying to Congress, perjured himself, perjured his cafe au lait ass right in front of fucking Congress, and nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to him. Because when you are part of a corrupt government, you can commit crimes and you will not have any consequences for it. I mean, sure, the guy had to resign, and now he's probably been made the president of UC Berkeley or something, or he's at least teaching a class. Um, because higher education always has a warm spot close to its bosom for corrupt scumbags as long as they are partisans on the left. Um, yeah, I think I burned out my last mitochondria because I forget completely what I was just saying. Line before Congress, blah, blah, blah. Gowdy's gonna something, something. um, so, yeah. Um, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. Whether, I mean, there are going to be no consequences no matter what happens, and no matter how much of the country sees it, the DL Hugeleys of the country are not going to understand it. There's this dude. There's this dude named DL Hughley, and I'm not really sure. I think he's a comedian. He, I don't know. Is he like a one of the personas of Jamie Foxx or something? I know Jamie Foxx was Ray Charles for a while. Is Jamie Foxx DL Hughley? I have no idea. The guy had glasses on. He was far away from the camera. It was tough to see, but somehow I came across this DL Hughley video, and the guy. I mean, I feel bad for him because he's scared. He's scared of. He thinks that Donald Trump is gonna put black people in chains or some shit. The poor bastard. I mean, he doesn't understand. I mean, the only one who put anyone in chains was President Obama, who put the entirety of the lower middle class and lower in chains through his economic policies. There are no fucking chains. Nobody can afford chains. People are too busy working. You know, it's not like the United States is not like it was when there was like a handful of states. Everybody's got to work. You know, even DL Hughley has to work, making his wacky, crazy conspiracy videos because he's still sad that Donald Trump won. The poor man, he does not. He's like a little kid who doesn't understand. He just knows he's mad and he's gonna freak out in every direction, and or maybe he knows what he's doing and he just knows that his audience is really stupid. Because I read the comments under his video, and the people are like complete crazy retards, you know, totally like just freaking out. Whatever. Don't have time for it. It was just something that I came across yesterday that I thought was mildly entertaining. But anyway, back to Comey, an internet guy who I do like, Sticks Hexenhammer. I always want to say sticky, sexy hammer. Sticks Hexenhammer. Kind of like the Fonzie Jesus, intellectual Fonzie Jesus in a way. He's got a theory that Comey is consciously trying to help Trump, which I can't go with that. Comey is trying to get. I mean, I agree that he's trying to get the DOJ to back him up, but only because he wants the magic touch of the DOJ to protect him from any kind of prosecution or any kind of ramifications for being a fucking scumbag. Like they did with Hillary, like they did with Holder, like they will be doing with Loretta Lynch once it comes out that she well, I don't know. She's very clever before Congress. I mean, she wouldn't even admit that there's a such thing as something that's definitively illegal, um, until it is run through the processes of the law. Like, you know, she's a sharp character. She's a really bad person. I mean, if Jesus were to take her, the world would be done a huge favor. That is for damn sure, because she is a bad egg, real like a bad human being. Right? But this is why we must become machines. Absolutely. Every video I do, the essence is this is why we must become machines. And as far as my rambling goes on that particular tangent, goddamn transhumanists are making me fucking sick every day. The whole transhumanist movement is like being taken over by stupid socialists. And interestingly, there's an argument going on right now that I read in some shitty periodical, the name of which escapes me, that transhumanism, the desire to become machines, and posthumanism is indicative of white privilege because black people are too busy listening to DL Hughley. I don't know, but you know, the whole point of being a machine is that there will be no white people, will be no black people, will be no apes, because we are apes. Apes are bad. All right, so everybody, you go fuck yourself, and I'm gonna go rejuvenate my mitochondria. All right, so
Jack Smith.